Have you ever heard of the jury discrimination? Not just discrimination that happens in society, but discrimination created and enforced through government action. So that's the lens that the book The Color of Law by Richard Rothstein gives you. So the jury discrimination is when laws, public policies, courts, and government-backed programs actively shape who gets access and who gets blocked. So systemic discrimination is the pattern of unequal outcomes that keeps repeating over time. So what this book, The Color of Law, argues is that housing segregation in America was not just an unfortunate pattern. It was built into the rules. So one of the most unsettling examples is federal neighborhood mapping. So the government created this color-coded maps that labeled neighborhoods as safe or risky. And if a neighborhood had Black families in it, it was often labeled risky automatically. So even when those families were middle class, so you had the green and the red. So that label influenced lending, so families were denied fair mortgages and shut off buying homes in places that would grow in value. And that's how economic disparity gets created. For many families, home ownership is the main engine for wealth. You build equity, you have options, and you can pass something down. But when Black families were locked out of appreciating neighborhoods, pushed into worse loan terms, or steered away from opportunity, the impact didn't end with one generation. So what that meant was less equity, less financial stability, fewer resources for education, and less to hand to the next generation. So meanwhile, families who had access to those approved neighborhoods gained decades of appreciation and the benefits that come with it. So the book also talks about veterans like me, and that part is heavy. So people assume VA loans work the same for everyone who served, but many Black veterans face barriers where they could buy, which meant the same service did not lead to the same wealth building opportunity. So if you want receipts, history, and a clearer understanding of why the wealth gap persists, read The Color of Law. And if you want to help change what the next generation knows and expects, check out my audiobook on Audible. It's The Adventure of Money by Annette Harris to help financial literacy advance for our youth.